Hello, this is Sirena Nereida with Celestial Soul Wellness, and today we're talking about Jupiter in Leo. Okay, as summer's embarking, so is that time with Jupiter in Leo, and this is just perfect to be talking about it. Now, just so you know, Jupiter is going into Leo the 17th of July. Okay, I'm not trying to rush away the Cancer's good luck. I mean, think about it, Cancers. It's going to be in your second house, so even better. But anyway, some background about Jupiter and Leo. Okay, we have certain countries that are known for being represented with their Jupiter and Leo. That's like India. Okay, so we're going to see a lot more of their presence, um, in our culture and the way they promote themselves worldwide. So that's going to be very interesting. Okay, perhaps more of their food. Delicious, delicious, delicious. So, also too with Jupiter and Leo, it's going to be a lot about children. Children are going to be in the forefront. So let's go back. Okay, Leo. What is Leo? The lion. Okay, now remember, in every zodiac, and every sign, the feminine essence of the sign and the masculine essence of the sign are two different things. It's not necessarily the same. So the masculine, okay, the Leo, the lion, he is the protector. He is the one who is seen. He has that nice big mane, and the redder, oranger it is, okay, the more prominent he is, okay? And so he's the one who sets down the rules and makes sure they're followed through, you know? So following that, it's very important. Also, too, the lioness. The lioness takes care of all the little cubs, okay? She's the one that goes out on the hunt with the rest of the pride. You notice the Leo, when the Leo, the lion, his group is his pride. His family is number one, okay? And he is going to make sure and really be careful with them and guide them and be there for them. And that is why it's his pride, because it is part of him. There's no way he just let that go, okay? And let his own DNA and bloodline meander around aimlessly, okay? It has his name, has his bloodline, okay? It is next on the ancestor, wall there. So that is very important to remember. The lioness, she is out there. She goes on the hunt with the rest of the lioness, okay? And they go, and it's very loyal. Now, also, too, a lot of people go, oh, well, the Leo, he must be a player. Well, you have two types, okay? So during this time, you have the really total loyal, or you have the one who is very aware. He provides and tells the women, hey, this is who I am. I just need a few different flavors, but I can provide you happiness in the process as long as you provide me this ease way. It's better to be sincere than to lie, right? And some women put up with that. And it's okay. I shouldn't say put up with that, but actually encourage it, because they don't always want to have to cater to that Leo man or to that king. And this way, it's like, tag, sister wife, you're next. I'm going to go have some ice cream with my friends. You entertain him and take care of him. Okay. And sometimes it's okay. And with the women, there's sometimes the women are just so focused on the kids, they don't got time for the men. And so it all works out one way or another. And we might see more unconventional relationships and families. That's why I bring this up, happening during this time, especially with Saturn and Scorpio squaring the whole time, because it's bringing transformation into the idea of what is necessary in romance, because Jupiter and Leo is not just about children, but romance, entertainment, fun. This is the time, if you haven't laughed yet in the past 2 years, laugh, play with the kids, and play natural things. Jacks, and we have Chinese checkers. And I mean, the Chinese jacks, and remember we did the double dutch and the Chinese jump ropes. Oh my goodness, everything. We have all these cultural things, names for them. I hope we're not being politically incorrect. I don't know the new children names for them. Just like the hula hoop, you know. So I never realized we have so many cultural stuff with the children. But anyway, going off track there. Okay, so it's a time of really admiring and being in the spotlight and having fun. Okay, and really enjoy. This is now Leo is really loves entertainment. So go out, be the party person, provide, be generous. But the king is generous. He doesn't just have an audience. He realizes without an audience, he's not a king. So he's going to also offer kind words in return, generous words, supportive, and knowing that it's going to get him far. Also know that Leo, okay, health-wise, we're talking about the spine and the heart. Why the spine? Well, if you eat too many fatty foods, okay, the intestines are going to push up against everything, you know, and then it's going to push up against the spine. And then a lot of times, a lot of Leos sometimes have headaches because they're all off. Many times people who you know, uh, who are overweight, they lose weight, the headaches are gone. Yet I do know a few Leos when they were really young, they had major migraines, you know, and they're like, why do I have these migraines and I'm skinny? Well, a lot of it had to do because of the parasites and the toxins that were in their intestines. They had Virgo in them. But that's going a little bit too far. So let's go back. So please beware to hydrate. Hydrate. Eat a lot of vegetables. Eat a lot of fruit. Because the Leo, though he eats meat, he doesn't eat grain. She doesn't eat grain. It is a very primal diet, and that's an actual diet, okay? Alkalized diet. So you eat your fruits and vegetables, and then you eat your meat. So have your plate full, have seafood, and then have vegetables, and if not, all vegetables, okay, or fruits. So, and that really helps get the heart going. We have plums, pears, oranges to really cleanse those hearts. Eat orange and red and yellow types fruits and vegetables to really get that, okay, circulation. Because you want to make sure we don't have cholesterol collecting the fatty foods or sugar, diabetes. Those things can affect the heart. And of course, that's when we get heart attacks. And I do this because a lot of times they say the numbing starts in the left hand. What do I know? I got a strong heart. Okay, this is one, cusp Leo with a very strong heart. Okay, yes, those of you who don't know, I'm a cusp Leo, all right? And my Mercury is, if you didn't know, and my Mars is in Leo. So, woo! And in the first house, yes, I am Manglik. I bet you didn't know that, or if you did figure that out, awesome, you're getting better in your astrology. So, yes, I'm a Manglik cusp Cancer Leo. And could you tell the Mercury in Leo out there? All right. So, and the Cancer, my name being Sirena. And yes, that is my name, Nereida. So, being the mermaid. It's all making sense, isn't it? Continuing right along. Okay, so we want to pay attention to the heart chakra. Really make sure we're breathing. Now, if you have a habit of doing this, you're stressed and all that, pull it back, pull it down. And breathe in. Take in that breath and breathe it in. Okay, just breathe in that breath because in deeper breaths, Merkaba breathings are going to be very important during this time. Very important. So that way you breathe in because the more oxygen you take in, the more toxins are pushing out. And also we need oxygen to penetrate through our arteries, okay, and our veins. Oh, we got Bellatrix down there. She's stalking something, a little potential Leo. Okay, my little lioness there. And so we got going on further during this time. We have, let's see here, good stones to wear is malachite, all right? Also, be careful of the eating habits. And we need to stretch every day. And that's important because the lions love to sleep and you need to sleep. This is the time, go ahead, take your cat naps. And don't feel guilty. Tell your kids, come here, and sleep together. Take that cat nap. Bound. And it's wonderful, okay? This is when you need to be natural. Mothers, don't skimp on the breastfeeding. What are you doing? It's natural, it's healthy, it helps against allergies, it helps against vaccinations. Okay? The more you breastfeed, the healthier your child will be. Look at my son, breastfed for over a year, and that milk was over 6 months, and he's got it all. He's as, strong and strong and strong. So, you know, I remember the more it helps against those ADHD, against autism, okay, breast milk, natural breast milk, and also if you're eating organically and eating right, which helps much more than usual, okay, is going to be even better. So remember that, okay? A lot of conditioning for the hair. And Leos look good with that messy look when they just get up in the morning. It's just like, oh, what's going on? Yeah? Okay. Don't do that perfect styling and all that. Leave that to the Capricorn and Virgos. Have fun with your mane, Leos. Okay? Or if you choose your lack of mane. All right? Maybe you're still being the young one. But Leos really pride themselves in their hair. Okay? It is their mane and it is their color, you know? So, this is a time that we're going to be you're going to see very fashy, showiness in the fashion, maybe a little bit too ostentatious, okay? But there's going to be more emphasis in fashion, more bright colors. And when you're invited to places and parties, dressing up is a must. None of this going in tennis shoes, okay? It is a time to celebrate. And believe it or not, even if you're going to a wake or to a funeral, because you celebrate a wonderful time that person has lived and their influence that they've given to us. It is a time to be positive all the time. If you're not a positive person and you're constantly negative and you're constantly in the drama, the bad thing about the Leo is that they could be a little bit too confident, pushy, excessive, and that is not good. Okay? Another bad thing about Leos is too much fatty food. They could go into too much sweets. They could go into being a little bit powerful without considering the other people, which is not good. You know, let me see here. Sometimes they think that they could, the ends justify the means, which is not always polite. So remember, you want to be a good ruling, good royal Leo, lioness. And even if you say, well, I'm not really, we all have Leo in us, okay? We all do. It depends on the sector of our astrology chart. Don't you love it when I do that all the time? It's just like all of a sudden go, what was the word I was thinking of? Okay, so it's time to be confident. Be generous. Share with other people all the time. Okay? Go ahead and express yourself. Speak up so people can hear you. I always say if you want to be heard, speak as if you want to be heard. Okay? Otherwise, don't expect people, what's that? What was that? Oh, come tell me. No, 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 no. That's for kids. If you want to be heard and make sure, then speak. If you don't, go ahead, stay silent. Don't mumble and play games. That has been manipulative. Leos are not Taurus, they're not Pisces, they're not Scorpios. Okay, those are your manipulating signs. Okay, they manipulate and try to venture. Leos are drama. There's a difference. They're like in your face, let's have some fun, a play. Okay? Manipulating is not the same. It can cause trauma and drama. All right? But drama for the Leos, entertainment. Let me entertain you. Okay? And that is what the Leo's about, not trauma and drama. So some of you have it all wrong, going, oh, they must be low certain. And no, oh no. Those are going to be your Piscean and your Scorpio and your Taurus right there, okay? And especially if they got their soul purpose and their North Node, all right? And they got their ascendant all mixed up in that. And it's a time to be fun, 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 and make your career. If you are not in a job that you're passionate about, trust me, when you get your Saturn return, you're going to get kicked out, especially if it hits your soul purpose. It happens to all of us. Something happens that says, it's time to leave this. I'm not having fun anymore. I'm not passionate about it. Okay? And so that would be in your Saturn return. But this is a time to do what you are passionate about. If you are not smiling, okay, If you're not constantly sharing and being happy and feeling good about your job, all right, I mean, time to switch jobs. Talking about jobs, really low thing. Anybody who has job openings for administrators from Monsanto and Pfizer, let's get them all out of there because I'm pretty sure those workers for those companies are only there because they got to feed their family. But if we can find them other jobs, then maybe we could close down those other bad companies because oh, so bad for our health. And that does belong to Leo because Leo does not want to see their jungle, their Sahara desert all mixed up, with all this bad stuff, with chemicals and alter their food. And we don't need that. We need healthy and to be strong health wise, not to be convinced that we need some medicine to stay healthy and then have some other medicine to take care of what the other medicine screwed us up, or to make these foods, so that way we need to feed the populace. Are you crazy? Half the foods in the supermarket gets thrown away anyway. We see that. We know that. It gets, so come off it. Anyway, so another thing very best to know is you need to always encourage your environment. Encourage it. Positive energy. You don't see it. You see someone down, throw them a joke. You don't have to go and sit down and say, so talk to me. Penny for your thoughts? Tell them a joke. Make them laugh. Get them outside of themselves. Okay? As a life coach, I get a lot of people who are so in here. They come to me for help and then they want to argue me. And I'm like, are you really here to get help, or did you just want reaffirmation that you're a victim? Leos are not victims. Oh, not at all. Okay, we move ahead. We want an awesome life. We're going to create that awesome life. Yet we're respectful to other people. We can say, hey, you like that? I like this. Enjoy. It's okay. Maybe we'll meet again in the future. Maybe not. But come near us and come, instigating problems, you're dealing with a lion. So, always remember they will protect their pride, their family in all ways. Okay? Another thing to remember is to delegate and give credit where credit is due. It's very important because during Jupiter, everybody needs that limelight, that spotlight. Okay? And even though it goes, oh, that Pisces is so quiet, he doesn't. Oh, trust me, they would love it very much. Okay? And forget the self-doubt. Just try it again. Try things over and over, you know. And try and be selfishly unselfish. Okay? Win-win situations all the time. So if I don't feel like making dessert tonight and I really, really want dessert and I know my son loves ice cream and I know, or a frappuccino, and I'm going, what do you think? Hey, son of mine. Do I hear green tea frap calling our names? That'll be our, and he's like, yeah. I go, do you mind if that's our dessert? And he's like, no, that'll be cool. I'm like, yes, yes. So it's both of us winning because I'm offering him something he wants. I'm offering something that I like. And I give myself a break because I didn't feel like making myself a dessert. So, we got to always consider win-win situations all the time. Um, be encouraging of your culture. Indulge in the culture, right? Put a little bit of your culture in you, and with what you're wearing and with what you're saying, spice it up a little with the je ne sais pas, you know, and and así es, and c'est la vie, okay, and la dolce vita. Throw in some idiomatic expressions from other cultures, and have fun. Go visit, museums with those cultures and languages and food, and share it with your children and laugh, And I mean, do it outside where you can enjoy that atmosphere very much. Another thing we want to do is sleep. I told you that is to sleep, 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 and you know, So we are going to enjoy ourselves. We're going to entertain. We're going to have enjoy those parties. We're going to make that grand entrance. Clothing is a number one. You know, check out what you're wearing, especially ladies. We like those shoes. And let me tell you, so do the Leo men and Piscean men and Gemini men. They like their shoes too, okay? Just in case I give it away. So anyway, but other things that are very important to remember is this is a very lucky sign when it comes to the lotto. I mean, they just like Leos are one of those that, I mean, if they can realize something, manifest something, it's a Leo. So really hang out with them. And if you have children whose North Node is in Leo, really encourage them this next year and see them blossom. Okay? And I mean, maybe that's all they needed. This is the time they're going to be like, woohoo! All right? Way to go, way to go. And get them out there and go ahead, give them that extra attention. And that is going to be very wonderful. Whoa, taking in too much air. Okay, so always need to be healthy. If you, one thing that is bad about Leos, if you are pulling yourself from both sides, you're going to be dehydrated. No one wants to see you then on camera. No one wants to see you in public because you are ornery. Okay, you are not well rested. So remember that partying too much is not a good thing. Go out, I said. Have fun. I didn't say dehydrate and intoxicate and drug yourself up and put all these toxins that are going to do you bad. Remember, that hair, that mane from the Leo needs its glow, needs its shine, because it tells the rest of the world what's going on inside. Remember, our skin, our body, our hair, our eyes, okay, tells the rest of the world what is happening within ourselves. How well do you love yourself? If you are under 18, okay, it means how well do your parents love you? All right. If you're over 18, it means how much do you love yourself? The more you're hurting yourself, you are telling the rest of the world you do not want respect. Honest to goodness gracious. Okay? So when you are taking care of yourself, you are saying, I deserve respect. I allow myself respect. I love myself. And you're backing it up with actions. A lot of people talk, 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 talk. No actions, all talk. Okay? So and I put it with the actions, it shows. And that's why it's so important. That's why Leos, I mean, one of our famous Leos, Jennifer Lopez, okay, look how, taking care of her body all the time and, dance, dance, dance. Have fun, and you get to stay healthy. You don't have to go into a gym and work out. Just have fun, and you're going to be and stay wonderfully healthy. So now what we're going to talk about really quickly is going through everything. I want to just talk about certain aspects, what's going to happen, okay? And we do know that Leo is going to square, Jupiter and Leo is going to square Saturn, okay, in Scorpio. And that's going to cause a couple of complications. And real quickly, that is, I have my dates here. That's going to happen in around September of 2014, December 2014, and also in April of 2015, we're going to have some squares there, okay? But do know that in September through the October and February through March, we have Jupiter, okay, in Leo trining Mars, meaning things are really going to go for. So if there's a time to plan, you really want to do it when Jupiter is trining Mars, all right? And so, because Mars will be in Sagittarius in September, all right? And that'll really move things forward and get it going, and then it'll move forward too. Okay, so those are certain things we wanted to remember. Also, too, with the eclipse, this the full moon eclipse that's going to happen in October. All right, it's going to trine, the Jupiter full moon is going to trine that, so it's going to really push things over, and it's going to really make things happen. And so we're going to see some results of this the full moon in October happen quickly. as opposed to slowly. This one, sometimes we see the effects, not until 3 months later, but this one's going to be much faster. So those of you who have your anything in 70 degrees Aries or fire sign or in a cardinal sign, no, things are going to go for wonderful changes. So have fun with that and prepare. Remember, it's best to make and look forward to changes, because if not, the changes will happen no matter what, and they won't be the way we want it. So ride the waves instead of letting the waves push you down. Okay, um, real quickly. So things now we're going to talk about uh, how is it going to affect the individual zodiacs, okay? So the individual zodiacs, Aries. I forgot to bring my tea. My goodness, where's my tea? So real quickly, I want to talk about is Aries. This is happening in your fifth house of children, all right, and self-expression, and just like being out there and having fun, and that's very important, all right. And you just go and just know that's going to work, because you're going to have some conflict there with the eighth house, with Saturn and Scorpio there. So you're going to be like moving forward. So somehow the children with the money business, it might go hand in hand, and at times, create an obstacle, but no, it'll be worth it, because it's an investment in your children, or it's an investment in the entertainment or the classes of dancing or singing that you're taking. It will be worth it and help you to define your limits and boundaries, to create stability, because both Jupiter and Saturn will be in very fixed signs. So there is stability. It might have a slight obstacle, but it'll be stable and for the long run. All right. And that is very good. So Taurus. Okay, Taurus, this is about the family. You're going to feel a little bit restricted, and at times you're going to be like, woohoo, it's way out there, yay, you know. And with the family, know that, it's also possibilities of growing because of that. Oh, going back, and having children. So you're going to, be very fertile at this time. So if you didn't want to have kids, I'm going to tell you, like they said in the olden times, in the beginning of the 1900s, keep a French letter close in your pocket, okay, and in your wallet. And ladies, keep one in your purse. It's healthier than being on the pill and all those other things, all right? You know, so, and it protects you. And I say that because Saturn is in Scorpio, and it protects you from other diseases, you know, aside from pregnancies. So keep that French letter. If those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, yes, I'm talking about a condom. Condom in the old times, early 1900s, 1800s, was considered a French letter. Okay? It's always wonderful how the French have a make on all that. French kissing, French letter. Oh, is that French style, Oh, gosh. Anyway, sorry. The Leo and me went on a tangent there of romance and sensuality. So, Taurus, we're going there, and you're going to have trouble. Your partner may can create problems at home. Know that, you know, come on, you know, uh, got to be flexible, understand what's going on. Two, sometimes you're a little bit too stubborn. Is it what's really the problem? The problem of the maid, the problem of the family, or is it a fear of some kind of change because you don't know what's to come, or you're too comfortable and of that change? So consider those things, all right? But really know that you'll find a lot of comfort and support from home and with the family with that. So go for it. You might have some renovations in there too. Okay, maybe put in a fire pit or something, a fireplace. All right, but you might have some constructions. So moving right along, Gemini. Here, it's all about education and learning and expanding yourself with the neighborhood. All right. You're going to go for more walks and learning about the people, taking more classes, and it's going to be the superficial classes, primary or neighborhood, not long distance. All right. And you're going to do a lot more traveling in that area. Okay. And really get to know that area and see how you can make it part of yourself. All right. And these little travels, you're going to find a lot of opportunities, and even perhaps you're going to be doing upgrades to your car and your technology, because the third house does rule that technology. So you could be doing road trips. All right. Woohoo. I love road trips. Okay. And, so all that, you get to expand yourself and really get in touch with others. And that's wonderful. And although a part of this could be, it's because your daily life needs more. All right, you're stagnating, Geminis, and your health is taking a pounding for it. I mean, when we say exercise, we don't mean, you know, just throwing a ball. We meaning get that heart going and pumping, aerobic movement, okay? Weight training is not aerobic, all right? You need the running, the swimming, cycling. Get that heart, that especially with that Jupiter, Leo and Jupiter, it needs that constant circulation. Remember, when you're doing weights, or when you're doing certain strength training, you're putting all of a sudden, okay, it's temporary strain. You're not creating endurance. You're putting a strain on the heart. And that is very different than endurance training and aerobic training. And aerobic training keeps us tone, okay, and where we can use the muscles. Creating muscles and you can't use them is no good. And some of you are like, well, I can use them if the person doesn't move away from me. Go run after them. Can you run fast with them? No, they're not good. Cross training is always the best, like you see the athletes do, true athletes. Cross train if you're doing strength training. Okay, very important. Cancers, woohoo! Personal finances are blooming. It's looking up, all right? And it could be also, too, because you've had support, from your children. You've had to focus on your children, your romantic partners, not your steady business or marriage partners, but, the fun partners in life, entertaining and going out and really having fun. And this can bring and support, you know, your finances. I mean, goodness, you might even be going into the entertaining industry, cancers, and that's where you're going to find that's why your personal finances are going up, and more power to you, Smile, you know, like Prince would say, smile, smile all the time, okay? Leo, this is in your first house. Okay, you know what? I just gotta do this. It always makes me laugh, but a lot of times I always see Leos. Don't do this when you say that. All right, you see that in their profile pictures and all that. It's like, yeah, okay. But I just wanted to have fun with that, Leos. That is fun. Okay, so you guys are great with gestures, let me tell you. And your laughter is so contagious. It's just we hear Leo laugh and we just like, whoa, I want to go. I want to join you. Let me go have fun too. No, though, Leos, let me just tell you really quickly, because Jupiter's in your sign, you can expand. Watch what you eat. All right. Stay away from those sugars. Okay. Stay away from the sodium and the fatty foods, and get up and do exercise. Move your body and then sleep well. And then move your body and sleep well again. Okay. Just get yourself going there. Very important. You might decide to change yourself or expand yourself. Maybe your physical self, maybe some of you are growing, all right? Your hair, you're changing your style of being, your clothing, all right? You're letting yourself shine, which is very important. Let yourself be seen. Hope, dream, express it. Put it out there and it'll manifest, it'll realize. Very important, you know. Don't worry about the how or just put it out there. And also know that this is will create stability with your home. All right. So you are getting a chance to stabilize yourself and really build who you are. Okay, you might have started new ventures a year, 2 or 3, but now you get to establish and becoming a well-known name, all right, amongst your industry. So Virgo, this is the 12th house, okay? You're taking some time and to do some um, meditation, going out to the woods, going out to a monastery. Just take a few, 3, 4 days every so many months. Every month actually should be best. And just get back to establishing being one with yourself. Who are you? Okay? And that is very important, you know. And you're going to be very aware. Your chakras are opening up, and you're going to be able to love. And not just to love, but when I say to love, is to love yourself on the utmost and to receive love. You cannot give sincere love if you don't love yourself and allow yourself to receive. Okay, some people love because they want a certain love in return without being honest that, okay, they're just not loving. If you criticize someone, if you say, I can't handle this about you and that about you, then you're not really loving them. Okay? So you are actually judging yourself and projecting that upon them, and that is not right. Go fix. So take some time to help yourself out there. Know that with the education and really expanding and counseling is going to help you with that, and you're going to have some fun time with that with the neighborhood. See what's going around. Take some classes. Go to the movies. Really extend yourself, and that'll help you more to grow from within. Okay, Libra, we're talking about the 11th house, your friends. Woohoo! Okay, so your friends, your circle of friends are expanding. What was it? Meet the Fockers. This is the circle, you know, and you're out here, but now you're in here, okay? And that is awesome. That's cool. And so, and because through your friends, you're going to see that your goals and the themes of life are also being reached and expanding too. And so you are just growing and sharing and giving more of yourself, and that's wonderful. And it could be also because of your personal finances having a little bit difficulty, you've had to be more creative and reaching out in other ways that's actually giving you a little bit more credibility instead of being considered superficial. And you know what? Consider importing or exporting. After all, you're the scales. Business, that's the real true. They talk about Libra being the justice. It started way before with the scales. Remember, gold, your weight worth in gold, the gold pieces, and then whatever was fine, okay? So, let's continue here. Scorpio, okay, your career could be changing. You're going to have a new boss coming in, a new authority, or maybe you're becoming the authority figure. All right. Remember, Scorpio, you are very fertile during this time. Okay. So, um, you know, if you want more kids, awesome. If you don't, like I've been saying to the other ones, French letter, condoms, they're the best way. You know, it prevents diseases. And I got to say that because I have a teenage son. And if he ever hears this, I want him to know that, yes, condoms is the best one to do. Okay, I don't care if the person says that they are on the pill. All right. Did you see them take it that day? Did you see them take it, Unless you are on the pill, which Europe, by the way, has a pill for the guys. Let's get that over here. I know some guys who would rather be taken because they know then for sure, you know. But anyway, you're very fertile, Scorpios, and you have had so much going on in your life. All you need is an unplanned pregnancy now. Okay? Now, if you want to plan pregnancy and are hoping that things will get better, more power to you. Different belief systems, great. It can happen. I'm not saying it can't. You know, um, just don't put it on anybody else and then expect them to support you, especially if you're tricking someone, all right? Because I know people still play those games. Oh my gosh, can you believe it? But they do. Well, then he'll love me. No, then he'll resent you more. Okay, and then that poor victim of a child's going to be taken out on. Yes, and that child's going to regret having that blood because you chose to be with that other person. It's a domino effect. Let's not go there. Anyway, so going back for positive, focus on your career. Focus on being in the public light, okay? And focus on growing on that. Just watch all the other stuff, all right? And you know, it will make you have to change who you are in the sense of how you're presenting yourself and your belief systems. And that's a good thing because you needed a renovation, Scorpio. Sagittarius, woohoo, this is really going to expand, and you like this, expanding out there, traveling long distance more. You're going to be taking higher classes. I know, I thought I was going to sneeze and then it went away. I was like, yes, I'm now saluting. Um, okay, you're going to be taking long distance trips or travels or taking classes dealing with, other cultures and also connecting with the universe, not just with your third eye, your pituitary and your pineal gland, and opening up and really connecting and having that kundalini energy, you know, also connecting on the Merkaba levels and Tantra levels, and just really, really being one with the universe. And that is really going to help because during meditation times, that is going to give you that. Okay? So you're going to have both that's going to help you develop. And you're going to see in a year or two, wow, what's going to happen. So let's continue. Capricorn, your eighth house. Okay, you're going to be able to take up those loans, all right, with other people, joint loan ventures, okay, credit cards, student loans, anything that's a joint financial loan. Even your sexual partners can expand, or your activities and your proclivity and your interests and your exploration. So this is all going to be fun. Do you know that, condoms, okay, I can't express that more. Me being a, sex coach and intimacy therapist, I gotta say it. Condoms, also known as French letters, very polite, very classy word, okay? Because you never know, you never know, you never know until you have seen those tests that everything's clear. But that doesn't stop from unplanned pregnancy because remember, a child deserves your attention and a child deserves to be, can you tell Malia, to be cared for. So if you do not, want if you're not ready, I should say, to put that effort into raising a child, time to hold out. Okay? And also, this is going to happen through your friends, you know, and really have a good time expanding that and stabilizing your goals and themes. So really go for it. You're going to see, even, do you know your 11th house is also, which Saturn is in, also deals with your stepchildren, okay, or adopted children. So you always wonder, look in there and see what's going on. And Aquarius, your partnerships are expanding. Okay, business, marriage partnerships, and or maybe you're in a very polygamous kind of mood or situation where it's all sane, safe, and protected, and you guys are encouraging that, know that it will grow. All right. And during that time too, it will give you more display and public, recognition, and more of an authority figure. You being more of an authority figure and developing yourself as such, and knowing that. So that is going to using your mental capabilities to share through your romantic partners, your business partners, your marriage partners, to show the authority of what you know. Okay? And so, Pisces, your daily life, okay, is going to expand. You're going to have more going on. All right? More interest in your health and in your pets. And moving your feet and all that. And that is great. And so, and that means also when you're traveling to walk, ride the bike. Keep those feet busy because your feet need to be moving. You notice the fish is here, but the fin is going all the time, kind of like a rudder on a boat, right? It needs to move. If not, it's just going to stop. and the same thing to help that circulation, okay? So these are the wonderful opportunities that you have, and everybody, and I really thank you for watching. This is, Sirena Nereida. Always happy for all your donations, because remember, your donations provide these videos for everybody, even if it's 1 penny. It means a lot, because PayPal might not like it, or the thumb square, which Square Up, where you guys could deposit, under Sirena Celestial Soul Wellness. But the rest of the group here, everybody is appreciative, because that I do take time and effort and energy for this, and time away from other clients to be able to share these with you. And so, like I said, every cent is appreciated. And I really love it when I get these clients that drop off bags of fruit. They know I love raw food, fruits, vegetables, nuts. My front lawn porch, mailbox. It is great. If not, if you're in Southern California, give me a holler. I'll pick the fruit myself. I pass out flyers, so that way my family members and we actually go fruit picking at night. We look like Tom Sawyer walking down the street with those. And those of you who've lived with me in the past, my friends and family members, know that we used to do this fruit picking thing. Okay, it was, what are we doing tonight? I don't know, it's Friday. Let's dress in black and pick the fruits from everybody. And I'm saying people knew about it. Yes, I'm not admitting to anything otherwise, okay? But yes, fruit picking, we love it, and it's great. So if you have fruit and you just don't care to pick it, or you're too busy, or for whatever reason you're not strong enough, you're bad back and all that, let me know. I'll find someone in your area who will gladly pick it for you, and you guys can share it, or if you don't want it, give it to them as a reward. So please contact me at Celestial Soul Wellness. Give me a call, or email me at Sirena's Celestial Soul Wellness at gmail.com. I know I'm going to change that one, to my website one. It's just, I'm not the techie person. I'm slowly getting there. Give me a break. Okay. But yes, so really, really, it's appreciative when you guys could do that, or post it on my Facebook and other people can see it too. Post as a comment on my blog and share it with other people. It doesn't necessarily have to be through me, but make it worldwide, uh, you know, um, citywide, so that way they know. Also know that we are available. I'm part with the Kripo Hula Hawaiian dance troupe. We provide individual dancers, or we also as a group, all ages from little kids. I swear, from 4 years old all the way to people 83. It's amazing. Um, I'm considered right in the middle, as you can tell, and we do all kinds. I mean, for birthday parties, picnics, okay, just because, you know. Bachelorette parties and stuff like that, and just, girls' night out. You guys need some hula dancing there. We do hula dance classes also, and I also provide dance classes on one-on-one. All right, and also as in group. And contact me also for those of you who want to learn more about energy healing and develop your skills in energy, holistic energy healing. All right, again, this is Sirena Nereida with Celestial Soul Wellness. I am the astrologer, all right, and life coach, holistic energy therapist that military, uniformed, and educated personnel prefer the most, and hopefully you will too. Okay, because I'm getting a little bit more professional athletes on my team, and I'm like, yay, consider me. I'm getting so excited by the different scope of clients I'm having, and I really appreciate it, always, always, always. I know too that I have family members who are available for healing. We are a family of healers, so we got people in the Inland Empire. Okay, my beautiful, gorgeous cousin Gabi. You guys contact her over there. Contact me. I'll get, or find her on Facebook. My father's a wonderful healer, and my son also. Yes, they pay more for children. Why? Because they're less toxic. Okay, they're clear in their energy healings, are faster and more spontaneous and not as abrupt. So it's like a smooth, quick one because they have less toxins in their barrels and less impediments and obstacles within their belief systems. So do know that. And thank you again. How many times have I said bye, right? So the Sirena Nereida with Celestial Soul Wellness. Chaucito.